the man from down under with a little thunder, WWE and Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer, Bushwhacker Luke. And here something else comes from down under too. The Wrestling with Figs podcast with my mates Chris and James. You gotta tune into this great podcast because Chris and James will give you all the inside info. Whoa! Yay!
Welcome everybody to another episode of the Wrestling with Figs pod, episode 14. Smash it up.
I'm assuming this goes to your weekly purchases, members, pickups, that you have something big to reveal tonight.
150%. Very exciting times in my household this last week, I would say.
Hey, James, got to start off. Got something a bit lighthearted to show you and show anyone who's watching at home. Do you know, the last few times we've had a chat, we've talked about the Hulk Hogan Survivor Series Elite.
Yep.
And how he's got the stupid face. It's like the terrible Hulk face.
Just the eyes.
And it's the eyes. Well, during the week, being Survivor Series time of year, I actually went back and watched the 1990 Survivor Series. And I took a still image. I want you to have a look at this image and tell me whether they nailed the figure or not. Is that not the exact face of the figure?
Yeah, look, for those who are listening, we've got a backstage promo with Hulk Hogan just screaming at Sean Mooney. And who have we got?
Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man. No, definitely. That was great. Good spotting there, mate.
Well, I was watching it and I thought, I know that face. That's the terrible face from the figure. Hang on. Maybe they haven't botched it at all. Maybe they've just nailed the figure.
Yeah.
Everything good in your neck of the woods, mate?
Everything's great. Everything's great. And I think we all need to give a round of applause to the new unified lightweight champion of the world, George Ferocious Kambosos, sorry. Mate, what about did you watch it?
I'm not really into boxing, mate, but I respect it.
I watched highlights. Now, the lead up to the fight, they were meant to fight a couple of months ago, and then the opponent got COVID. And then they postponed the fight, and they fought last weekend. And this was to win all the belts: IBF, WBC, and IBF, and the Ring Magazine belt. So he's walked away with a lot of gold. It was a great fight. I watched the highlights, knocked him down in the first round. But get this right. So experts around the world said that Kambosos definitely was a great fight, quality fight. He won. He probably won 10 out of the 12 rounds. The other guy, he was saying, I'm humble in defeat, but everyone here knows that I won that fight. And the crowd started booing him, the homeboy. Oh. The crowd started booing him because he believed he won the fight because his dad's his trainer and coach. And his dad was telling him, no, you got ripped off. You won the fight.
Like, as a parent, I know that my son can play a crap game. I'm still going to tell him he did all right.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty harsh. Mate, humble in defeat in my backside. But no, well done, George. Very, very, very proud of you, buddy. So we've got
speaking of Aussie boxing, Aussie boxers are killing it because you've got Tim Tszyu as well, who is winning a lot. And they just seem to be on the way back up. Back like the days when we were kids and it was Jeff Fennick and Costa.
Yeah. I've met Jeff Fennick. He's a good bloke.
You've told us that before, James.
Have I? I'll tell
you put it in meet and greet. I'm sure you did.
I have. No, well done. Awesome. What about you, mate? Anything happening in your world?
It is peak season. So anyone who's out there, if you ever want to marry a teacher or date a teacher, I'll give you some free advice. This time of year, they go a bit batshit crazy. If you know a teacher, reach out to them, maybe buy them a drink and just say, hey, it's okay. You're 3 weeks away from having 6 weeks holidays. And that's usually what gets you through. But my job particularly is not too bad at the moment because I'm teaching PE. But knowing that people who are in the classroom, they're trying to finish reports, they're trying to get all their stuff done for the end of the year, Christmas concerts, all that sort of stuff. It is a big deal, and teachers are going a bit crazy. So hang in there, all the chalkies out there. We'll be enjoying a lot of drinks over the summer break.
Good luck to all the chalkies. Absolutely. We've got a big show ahead of us, Chris. So let's get cracking. How about we jump into community news?
Community news.
Hey, James, just on the live comments, we've got a lot of people saying g'day. G'day to Rocco, Zash, Steve Campbell, and Facebook user who we can't see.
That's Asgalea.
Asgalea saying that it was a great fight, but Paul Gallen gets more airtime for his fights, which is probably true and a bit sad, isn't it?
Very true. Very true. There's a lot of quality fighters, the ones that should be followed, go overseas to, play on the big stage, and they get nothing. There was Michael Katsidis, a few years ago now. He was fighting the world's best, but we followed the likes of Mundine and some other clowns. But, Hopewadi. It's very true. It's a very good point. But I'm sure Kambosos will make a difference, and same with Tim Tszyu. Hopefully, he gets a lot of acknowledgement, but hasn't done anything yet. He's winning, of course, but he hasn't fought on the world stage yet. So let's see how we go, hopefully.
All right, let's get into it, James.
Let's get into it. Now, look, Go Figure Collectibles. Without Go Figure Collectibles, there would be no Wrestling with Figs podcast. And we'll chat about what's going on with them in a second. But, guys, please support Go Figure Collectibles. They are busting their backside, come out of an 8 time lockdown with bloody COVID. They're doing it tough, trying to get wrestling figures on their shelves. So get down there, support Jeff and the team at Go Figure. They've got an array of collectibles store-wide. Use code FDU5 to receive your 5% discount. Straight off the bat, hand up. I caused a bit of drama within our private Facebook group, and I do apologise. Put my hand up for that. But I guess I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I've ran businesses and started my own businesses pretty much my whole working career, and I know how hard it is, and I know how tough it is when. Actually, I don't know how tough it is when you're dealing with a pandemic and dealing with a client that doesn't live up to their promises, right? So I shared within our private Facebook group. I won't mention any names, just because I don't want any defamation cases against me. But I won't share the company's name, and I think we all know who I'm talking about. They said that 87, which they forgot to send out, but they sent 88 to Jeff. They said 87 was coming, and they said 89 were coming, plus all the basics. I'm not really staying up to date with that sort of stuff. $30,000 US of stock coming Jeff's way, right? What arrived on his doorstep?
88.
88. So exactly the same order. So $30,000 more of the stuff that he already has and is still selling out of his shop and online. I just, as a business owner, and this is why I plead with our members in our community to, I get it's frustrating. I've got orders with Jeff. You've probably got orders with Jeff.
Yep.
But my empathy for Jeff far outweighs me losing a $30 or $40 figure.
I'm probably the other way. I actually like my figures more than I like Jeff. But no, I'm just joking. I just think we just have to relax a bit. There's only one person who loses in this situation, and it's Jeff, because he's trying to rectify it, but again, now he's got to put all this time and effort into sending stock back or having it replaced. And then, if the stock doesn't exist or it's not able to get out here, it's just going to be a pain for him. And he's trying to do the right thing by his customers. That's why he started doing the pre-orders. But what a mess.
Yeah, it is a mess. So have a bit of empathy, guys. Support Jeff and his team. It's a sad one. I do feel for you, Jeff, and I personally will keep supporting you, and I'm sure, Chris, you're the same, and we'll do whatever we can to make sure you're okay.
When I go to Melbourne, I'm going to go to Melbourne at some point. Now we can't get the cricket here. I might have to go there for the cricket later on for the Ashes. You know where I'm going to go first? I'm going to Go Figure first.
Yeah, good man. Good man.
Uh,
Get a
I'm
selfie
gonna,
with
I'm
Jet.
I'm gonna wear my Winged Eagle Wrestling Championship into the store.
Yeah, with your King Kong Bundy leotard, yeah?
Maybe I'll do that too. And we'll film it and put it on the socials.
That'd be great.
But either that, or I'll go with my yellow jocks and go in as Hulk Hogan.
All right, let's keep moving along. As always, a big plug for our private Facebook community, which is Figs Down Under. Jump on board, answer the 4 questions, and we will welcome you with open arms. Great community of like-minded people supporting one another. The Cherry Collectible... Sorry?
Most of the time.
Most of the time. The Cherry Collectibles interview, I thought it was a cracking interview with Charles Oxley, who's the marketing and social media manager for Cherry. Cherry Collectibles, probably Australia's largest trading card provider and the most knowledgeable. That will be dropping on the 14th of December, which is not next Tuesday, the Tuesday after.
Really?
So keep an eye out for that, guys and girls. It was a good chat. Did you enjoy that one?
I did. I forgot to ask him a question, though, and I don't know whether you know the answer. I've been watching some of their breaks on their page, and they hit a card. I don't know what maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. I don't know what the series is, but it's like movie characters or TV characters in sport. And they hit a Jason Alexander from Seinfeld card with a patch of the Yankees jersey that he was wearing when he was in Seinfeld, as if he was working for the Yankees. Right. And it's a really cool card, but I just want to know what the set was because I want to go and try and buy it.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't heard of them. I'd be interested to find out too.
So awesome. They were like limited. I think it was only about 60 or 80 of each character released. But swatch of the uniform and the I can't remember whether it was autographed or not, but that'd be cool as well.
Yeah, I love swatch or patch cards. They're pretty cool. Here we go. Someone's just put Americana. Google that, mate.
See, I'll look it up after the show.
You ask and you shall receive. Thank you. So
that's what this community is all about.
That's right. 14th of December, guys, Cherry Collectibles interview.
Now, James, you should probably say, before you go any further, just with the Cherry Collectibles interview, that will replace the normal pod recording for the 2 weeks' time. However, the week after, we're going to do our Christmas episode.
We are.
So this will be a 3-week gap between this one and the next one.
Yes. So Christmas special episode will be the 21st of December. So we've got this pod dropping next week, then we've got the Cherry Collectibles, and then we'll be on again after that.
And I've got to say, James,
yep,
you want to be, if you're watching now or you're listening now, you want to be watching live when James opens his Christmas present that I have sent him. If you don't watch live for that, you will miss some of the best live gold you're ever likely to see.
Nice. Hopefully it's a Series 3 green standard tag, Chris.
Oh, how did you know? How did you know?
You love me that much.
I got one of those. I was like, Brett Amos sent me a British Bulldog, and I just like, I don't want that. I just sent it to James. It's a piece of junk.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, so 21st of December, guys, that'll be our final episode for the year, and then we'll be returning on the 18th of January. So stay tuned. And next year we're going to
hairstyle.
Cool.
Have blonde tips, I reckon.
Beautiful. Yeah, right. Bring back the 90s.
Yeah.
Bring back the late 90s. So we'll be putting our heads together, Chris and I, over the Christmas break, and discussing some interviews we want to be doing next year, areas that we can improve or change the show. So if you have any ideas, please do reach out. We're more than open to positive and constructive feedback. All right, figure news. Heaps happening in the world of figure collecting. I'll kick it off with Heels and Faces. Now, everyone knows that I'm a big Heels and Faces fan. I haven't held one in my hand yet, so I'm hoping that this hasn't been a huge build-up and we get the figures and they're absolute rubbish, but I highly doubt it. But the King Kong Bundy painted prototype reveal that Zombie Sailor just shared is probably, the Dano Bravo blew me away. The Sabu blew me away, but this King Kong Bundy, I believe, is to date the best figure that they've created.
Do you know what's amazing about this figure is the head sculpt?
Oh, that's phenomenal.
The head sculpt is just incredible.